give it a minute, see if anybody wants to join in and say hello today. And here in a couple of minutes, I need to make a correction on the story that I'm doing. If you go look at my subscription on my videos, you will find a series. It's Scott Winslow Albert, part 1, 2, 3, 4, such and such. Well, this has to do with that, of course. In a statement that I made yesterday when I did my live right here on YouTube, the one a little late, that is. Hey, if you join in, say hey so I know who you are. If you've never been here before, welcome. My legal name's 420 Jim. I'm a cannabis advocate. I've got a couple people that don't like that I'm a cannabis advocate, so they've spent 4 years just torturing me and tormenting me, and now the truth's coming to light. But I made a statement yesterday that I need to correct. And anytime I make a mistake, I correct it. Hey, Mr. Sean. Oh, Mr. Sean, you going to be around in a few minutes? Have you seen the tapes or any of that stuff and seen what was going on? Oh, I'm doing just great. And by the way, tomorrow's surgery. So anybody wants to send prayers my way, I appreciate it. Hang on a minute. Let me take a hit. There's so much. Oh, there's so much going on. Hang on a minute. And you know a lot of the players because you were on my social media back there, Sean. You're going to be amazed. It boils down to that the trolls pissed Rhonda off. Rhonda's the one that hit me with her car, bumped me with her car in Indiana. Okay? A little while back, I don't even know if you know this. Last year, when I got thrown out of Awesome Possum, they unplugged my electric for no reason. Remember, I sued them, I won, so we know that was all illegal, and they were in the wrong, I weren't. That's why they made up the fake statement that I tried to rape Monica and all that, trying to get out of court. Anyhow, it was a blessing, because that's where I got baptized and everything after that. The only thing I ever did was try and help his wife get out of jail for a marijuana charge, and they did that. So anyhow, when Bryson was watching and seeing how everything was just going, and see, he had admitted before that to me that he was the one imitating to be Scott Winslow Albert. Bryson actually made a tape, before that, saying, I done this, I done that. And like I said all along, it could be too, but who started? Scott Winslow Albert. The video proves that. Him saying he set me up, he come in the truck. Bryson says that he wasn't the only one, that the others was doing the fake emails. Well, Steve wasn't in it at that time. So what happened was, Scott Winslow Albert caused everything to happen by being out in my motorhome and thought it was funny to send me some emails and stuff. Bryson caught on to that, and then he did what he did. He carried it on and on. So if you go to my YouTube and listen, there's tapes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can put it all together. Scott Winslow Albert. Okay, now, he knows I'm accusing the wrong person. I don't know this. I don't know this at all. And I said it all along, I know he started it, and it has to be one of his friends or something, that's continuing it. And that's why I kept on, is Scott. And when they talked about my family, I put the pictures up and all that stuff. I mean, you know the whole story, right? So, what I don't get, he takes it upon himself to do all that shit at the healing fields, to lie, because he's hurt. I'm saying things bad about him, and it's not really him. Okay, I kind of understand. that back then, in that mind right then. Okay? But then when he admits that him and his wife her girlfriend sat back and was laughing. Someone else was doing it. All they had to do was sit and watch. And Bryson says, because I just talked with him last night, I got his recorded phone call, that it wasn't all him. But he didn't want me to blame them for something they didn't do. Now, he told me back when he had pretended to be Officer Daniels, Scott Winslow, Bryson, the truck driver, told me, I'm the one that did that. He told me all kinds of stuff. No big deal. And back then, you know, when he did his video, he said in that, and I'm like, if that's true, I apologize to the other Scott, you know, everything. Okay? Well, Bryson never knew Scott. Scott never knew Bryson. So it wasn't one of his buddies at that time. It was a buddy he just didn't know he had, I guess. So the day that Bryson come out and admitted that it was him, and actually, you know, proved to me that it wasn't Willie, ha, it's been me, but he will also tell and has said it wasn't only him. And the Bong father, no one else was around at that time. And it was the same time he took personal vendetta to ruin me at the Healing Fields. So you would think if he was such a good guy, a stand-up guy, like he blows up people's ass, that when Bryson come on and said, yo, man, I've been doing this, you owe the real Scott an apology, blah, 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 blah. In a good world, a Christian world, whatever, Bryson would be off going to jail. Scott Winslow Albert would help me get that done because he would see that I was a victim just like him. And of course, I'd already asked forgiveness and I would beg for forgiveness, you know what I mean? And life could have been simple and no, but no. What did Scott Winslow Albert do? He decided to become number one in this group and conspired to take me down, to hurt me and everything else. There's tapes of him saying that he's coming down here in a pickup. I talked to Rhonda. She didn't hear that in a group. She heard that on one of the YouTubes, they said, if I recall right now. But, man, it's getting stupid. And it's all because of them. They're saying that I tried to rape some girl and all this, that, and the other. And all I've done from the beginning is tell the truth. Just like now. I accused him yesterday of sending that, and I've been accusing of it. You know, I have. But when I found out it wasn't him and it was Bryson, I apologized about the windows. I did, you know. And you would think that, you know, he would come forward, but he didn't. I didn't know back then that he became the main guy to screw me and all doing all these calls and everything, but I do now from his own mouth. Like I say, it's freaking crazy. He could have ended everything. But no, and still he wants to continue his lies and this, that, and the other. Bryson admits that it got out of hand and it become a conspiracy to gather people to hurt me. Rhonda, same thing. And they know this. Well, look what Rhonda did. You know, good thing she slammed on her brakes. I could have been crippled for life or dead. Who knows? I'm standing on a sidewalk. No reason to come forward. You going to drive off over the sidewalk? She backed out of the space to go away. What, are you reparking? Going to just scare me reparking? No. But thank God she, you know, slammed on them brakes. But even yesterday or day before, they're still posting their stupid stuff. Now they're saying something about, I seen something sexually going on at Austin Poston and I didn't report it, but I recorded it. Some stupid shit. They can't do nothing but lie. Mr. Dodge in summer. Hey, how you doing? America, there you go. Hey, man, America's starting to be great again, and hopefully, Trump puts some damn FBI in there that want to do their damn job, and postal inspectors. Get these lazy ones out of there that for 4 years I've been begging for help. And now, out of a half dozen people in a conspiracy that can be proven, 2 will come to court or come to the feds and turn themselves in and give them their stories. They're just waiting for them to contact them. Yeah. So, yeah. But hell, that one guy, Monica said I tried to mess with her and whatnot. And someone had to stop me and stuff. He said he was on his way down to kill me. Facebook took that thing off, but I turned that into the sheriff immediately. And that was when I was still out at Austin Possum. They keep putting my address, which, my address, I don't care. But they don't have to post it with these things saying I'm bad. And then they're revealing, they say my driver's license number. And see, I've got this all in threats and text to me. And I'm thinking the FBI can find out who sends these texts and stuff. I could be wrong. But see, that's why it's an FBI thing. No, I had audio. Everything was audio when they were talking to me, when she was talking to me. Yeah. No, what it was, I was standing out there by the pool because I was half owner of the pool, okay? And there's no video of it, or I would have put it out there. I mean, they just say what they want to say, okay? I said that Phil and Leslie was in the pool with the 19-year-old. Their 16-year-old son, they sent him away, but they kept his 19-year-old girl there. For whatever reason, I don't care, I ain't gonna get into. I woke up that one morning with Monica and Patrick telling me about, they slept with that old skank. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Phil and Leslie had a threesome with that old skank in the black dress, or red dress, whichever color she's wearing. And you know me, I don't need that. Why are you even telling me about any of this? But see, back then we're supposed to be family and all together and everything. If you look up to all the videos before any of this, man, they were my family, my friends. I put a boat in the ground. I just spent $2,000 there. Man, Monica had me take her every time I had a vehicle to take her shopping, to the alcohol store, to go get chickens, go get ducks and stuff. Man, I served that lady hand and foot for her to go ahead and pull this bullshit like this. And I never tried to kiss that woman, never even tried to hold that woman's hand. But instead of being a man and facing court because he knows he unplugged my electric over his wife, he blamed that on Monica and said, and others held their hand that they were going to testify that they knew that I was being inappropriate with Monica, and that's why they kicked me out. The judge didn't even entertain that. That judge knew that was a lie. But now they want to keep it going on. Yeah, I hope they get federal prosecution on that, because saying someone did that, that's bad. Didn't say that I tried to rape her. Why wasn't that? Why didn't they call cops? Why wasn't that never reported? And then they're going to put there that I watched something happen, recorded something, and didn't report it, which I did. Why didn't they report it? Or did they report it and sheriffs don't care like they didn't when I reported? I mean, there's got to be something. Don't make no damn sense. But I love it. We're in the years, next couple of years, a lot of truth's going to come to light. Not just mine, but all over the world. Open one's eyes. It's starting to come to light. A lot of truth is coming to light. If Scott Winslow Albert was half the man, instead of making these videos and stuff, he should have already got a hold of me and said, look, nobody's perfect, Last perfect that was perfect, they crucified. Oh, my bad. Yeah, he said publicly, or not publicly, but I heard him state he don't believe in Jesus. That's too bad. Because I wish he'd ever come to Jesus moment and realize I would have never, ever, ever said nothing about him unless my heart, I thought it was him. And at any point that I found out that it was truly not him, I've apologized. That's all I can do as a human being. I don't have a vendetta when I don't know who's doing what or nothing. I ain't got a vendetta to get someone kicked out of an organization because I'm a vet and they're not. And then when I find out, that wow, it really wasn't his fault. He was duped. He's a victim. What's he do? becomes the head of the group that's victimizing me. That's just as psycho as a bong father, man. Oh, hey, what do you mean? If I believe, brother, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And I believe in the Father with all my heart. And I believe in the Son. Some say he's the same. I don't say he's the same. Who cares? You know? But as long as you recognize the Father and the Son, whether he's the same, you know, cool. But like you say, I call him Yahshua, because there was no J's back in the day and this, that, and the other. But Yahshua paid the blood sacrifice. He's the only person, you know, before the Old Testaments and all, it's a blood sacrifice, the animals wash sins and stuff. Well, Christ, or Yahshua, gave that blood sacrifice. And that's the only way to get to the Father or the kingdom, is to believe that he paid for your sins, you know, and then they're forgiven. Now, we all sin. We can sin each day. But he watches, sees if we ask for forgiveness at night, if we keep repeating the same sins and not working and stuff. Here, now, do you think that I follow in the Father? Jesus saves, my brother. Everyone needs a little Jesus. This year, I'd like to get a sponsor that buy the little miniature Jesus for me, so I can give out a few thousand of them on my journey. I'm going from here to DC and back here if everything works out. Sean, the gentleman on here, he put a cross on the other side. Another friend of mine had me put this cross. They made a $20 donation and wanted that put up. She also wanted that one put up. And then that friends make smaller donations. I've put a sticker for them. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. That's what the petition's all about. Nobody should have to suffer elder abuse, which is what Scott Wilson Albert is doing. Scott Winslow Albert. I knew I could spit it out after a minute. This is the one Sean made a $20 donation. He said, hey, Ford, would you put a white cross and that on there for me? And I love this one. I never knew that, you know. The first time I ever heard that saying is when he said, would you put that cross up there for me? So I love that one too. So God's always with me, my brother or sister, whoever, always with me. And I want to keep it that way. I try and forgive these trolls, but they won't take it. 2 of them took it. They've come forward, and they want to do anything in the world to stop the other ones, because they know that it's just all lies and stuff, and how it can get out of hand and how someone can get hurt. You know, the lady Rhonda that I speak of in Topeka, she's a real blessing. She gave me all kinds of the tapes, the screenshots, everything. But she got involved because Scott Winslow Albert, the one that acts like he had nothing to do with it all, once he found out who was really doing it, instead of helping with the investigation and telling the police, he kind of pushed him aside and took over. And Rhonda will say that herself pretty much. That's why she felt like she was getting pushed out of the group, I think. Or I could have it wrong, but I think that's what she was pretty much trying to get at to me, because she noticed the group and stuff changed ever since Scott Winslow Albert came forward. And she'd tell you that both of them are connivers and liars, and, you know, they told her nothing but lies and stuff to suck her in. And she went online and found out stuff about me, which wasn't bad, but they twisted it and turned it and made it sound bad. And now I hear there's a video or something out there where I use the N-word. I must have been explaining something or something. I guarantee you that whole conversation isn't there. But that's what they do. They even, hey, Sean, you remember this. If you go watch them, listen to them tapes, I'm surprised they didn't mention your name. But Corey, yeah. And he admits that he was going to go and put a poster up in a truck stop of Corey's daughter. He admits his girlfriend Shirley's daughter posted something in the high school or something. I don't, it's on the tape. Just, if you want to listen, go back and listen. You can hear it from his own words. What did I do with my glasses? They're probably right in front of me, and I can't see them with my blind eye. Damn it, Mon. Well, let's see if I can read them. Yeah, the only way to be with the Father is through the Son. You're absolutely right, because he paid the blood sacrifice. Otherwise, the Father's going to say, I don't know who you are, you know. Huh. I can't believe I lost my glasses already, damn it. Hard to see them comments. Oh, I might have set them down outside. Hey, good thinking. I'll go look. You want to go with me? Ah. Hey, you're absolutely right. I set them down on the table. Man, they lied to us about stopping the chemtrails. And chemtrails are still up here. And the White House is still lying. I wonder if Trump's ever looked outside and looks up. I'm not saying Trump's lying. No, I damn sure see chemtrails in the sky. And I heard that shit was going to stop. I'll believe it when I see it. Or shall I say, we don't see it. That should be one of the first fundings he ever cut. Was that stupid cloud seeding and other bullshit they're doing with our weather. But one thing at a time, he's doing good. He's working on things. I give him that. Hopefully by the time I get out to D.C., if I get to go this year, he will have time to entertain the cannabis problem. That would be cool too. Now, where did that go? Having all kinds of problems at this second. Oh, and don't mind me. I've been fairly stoned today. I helped a friend. She. All I did was loan her my canopy. I go set it up, hang out with her, make her laugh a little bit, and then come back and bring my canopy back. But I go up there and smoked a little with her when I first helped set her up, and then just smoked a little with her when I helped tear it down. So I do have a good little buzz going on, just to let you know. See if I can get this all plugged back in and take care of this. I hope that works. We'll see. And then let me read that comment over there. I think I got it adjusted. Now, glasses. Oh yeah, he's not there to make friends. And see, you know what? All these people has got a problem with Elon Musk looking at their social security numbers. Oh, come on. Anybody that's ever got a money transfer, like in Walmart or something, and they ask you for your social security number, and you're like, why? And it's required. No, it's not. It's actually illegal. But if you want to use their services, you use Social Security was never meant to be for an ID. The only ones that can really ask you for Social Security is the IRS and Social Security themselves. Anyone else, cops stuff, they're not supposed to use your Social Security as an ID. They do, but it was never intended for an ID, and it's not supposed to. I can't get over, out of all the people that were over 150, a bunch of them, and there was actually a guy 160 something that was getting a check, but they found dozens of people 150 that were getting checks. Then they found lots of same Social Security numbers getting checks. It's crazy. And why wouldn't... Oh, have you seen the latest video? If you haven't, go TikTok. And it's cool. They even made a thing about it, you know. Hey, there's 2 new people in the fight, you know, to open the waste of spending money and this, that, and the other. And guess who the 2 people are? They brought up interviews and stuff from the past. When Obama was in or running or in, I don't know what part. You got to look at it. But Obama's up there. Yeah, we need to page by page go through the government where we're wasting this money, blah, 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 blah. And he never done it. Well, Biden, they've got tapes of him. I don't think it's in his presidency, but somewhere along the way and whatnot. Same thing. Yeah, we got to dig in. We got to... What happened? What happened? Oh, they're the guilty party. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, get the popcorn. This is going to be one hell of a show coming up. Oh, I seen on here today, on TikTok today, I forget who interviewed him. I don't think it's computer generated or whatnot, but Elon Musk's dad, in an interview to that person, told him that Michelle Obama was a guy. And he's like, what? And he said, yeah, everybody knows that. They killed Joan Rivers within 2 weeks of telling people. And he talks about him having a 9-inch long in some of the, and all of that's out there. So it's like, whoa, shit's getting real. Shit's going to get real. They're doing an investigation, which they should have done. But they're doing an investigation to all of them. How did you get X amount of dollars and you've only been making so much dollars a year? They've got to come up with it. It was either illegally gotten through gambling or something. Now, instead of just knowing it, they're doing an investigation on all of them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. About time. And say everything's coming to light. People can take the escape routes, which they're doing. Like all these employees he's getting ready to fire. He gave them an escape route. They're going to still get fired, but he gave them an escape route. Take your money, run and go hide until we get you. But it's going to be funny. Well, here in another 6 o'clock, I can't have no more liquids, no more nothing. So I'm gonna, within the next hour or so, have to eat what I'm going to eat and drink what I'm going to drink. Oh goodness. Got off early in the morning. I feel sorry for my daughter and son-in-law. They got to get up even earlier. They got like a 40-minute drive from where they are to me. And then another 30-minute drive back to the eye doctor. Then they can rest, I guess, a couple hours in a waiting room. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was the main reason I wanted to do the live today was, you know, the only perfect person on earth was Christ. And they crucified him. So we can't be perfect. If we didn't make mistakes, we wouldn't be human. And me, I will always admit my mistakes. and I always tell the truth. I challenge Scott Winslow Albert to come forward and do the same. See what kind of a man he really is now that the truth and everything's out there. I mean, why be mad at me in a way? Because I've apologized for saying that he did the auction, because I really don't know. I apologize about the email. But what I do know is, under his own admission, he wasn't out of this. He was in it from the beginning. And had he not knocked on my door, hollering and yelling at me, which he said he's carried a grudge 4 years prior, none of this could have happened. None of it could have happened. So how can it be my fault? Me, I'm the victim. And I wish he'd just quit playing victim and realize I was a victim. He was a victim of me because I was being lied to and stuff. Now, had he not become the head of the liars and stuff afterwards, I would still feel really bad, sorry, and whatnot, but no, I don't. No, he purposely is doing this and stuff now after knowing the truth. And it just proves the type guy he was. And had Bryson not done it, it probably just wouldn't have been as big and everything. But the same thing would have happened, pretty much. But not on the scale that it did. He wasn't interested in stopping, finding out who done it or nothing. And I thank the good Lord above for bringing Bryson to the table. He's ready to talk to, well, he said he'd even do a live with me on one of these platforms if I want. But he's ready to talk to him. Rhonda's ready to talk to him. And I hope Scott Winslow and all them others are ready to talk to him then. Because, man, they simply could have ended this for years now. You know what I mean? So, hey, anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns before I get out of here? I'll take it a minute, quit running my mouth, and let y'all ask questions if you like. Why? First off, I'm going to taste a little clear. I don't know the names of these. A friend of mine, Ray, he brought them to me. He heard I was having my eye surgery tomorrow and whatnot, and he was nice enough to bring me these by. And it's nice to have friends like that. This one's smooth and all. It's got a sweeter taste to it and all. And it could actually hurt you. I mean, because you could take a deep hit on this not knowing that it's going down so smooth. I'm glad I didn't take a much deeper hit. This other one, though, this was fire. I took my first hit off of this yesterday. It was just like the good old pot back in the day when you got that one hit and went, wow, head rush. Yeah, I experienced that. And earlier, I was letting my friend Mary take a hit or two off of this. And right after that, she was telling me how her teeth was stuck to her gums. And it gave her cotton mouth. So, that's pretty good. It's kind of like the weed back in the old day. But in vape. Oh, they're replaceable cartridges. They're carts. He brings me a cart here and there. But he has friends that does the testing and has the grow and the laboratories and stuff. He works for so he gets yeah, good. And so far everything I've gotten from it is real clean and all. You know what I mean? It's not that, cheap knockoff. Yeah, pretty good products. Oh. Real cool. Real cool. He brought me a couple little nuggets too. He don't have a lot of green most of the time. He's more into the getting the cartridges. But he brought me a couple of nugs like this out of green. And that's enough to get me through the next couple of days, you know. So I'll be cool. I think he just happened to see yesterday when I was doing either probably my Facebook, that I was going to ask my family to stop by at the dispensary on the way home or something, because I was planning on it. And he's like, man, I got you. And he sent his wife over. That was so cool. Dude, a lot of that stuff's bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit. Okay? They want everybody to think that... Hang on. Everybody wants you to think that the way it's sitting there, and that the way it's sitting there is THC. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. It is not THC. You don't get the euphoria off of it or nothing. It's THCA. Acid. Now, once you apply heat, smoking, cooking, whatever, anyway, to make butter, heat it up to 250 degrees, 30 minutes, blah, 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 blah. But you have to bring it up in heat for a certain length to activate it, to make it THC. Otherwise, it's THCA. THCA, THCA. Down here, after it's already went over what? A heated coil, it instantly became THC instead of THCA. So it's bullshit that, you know, them little tests on the side of the road has got THC. No, it don't. The only thing that test can find out is if it has THCA. They can't tell you how if it's a hemp plant, if it's what. Them tests don't tell you nothing. That's why in the illegal states like Texas and all, that's got the 0.3, if they want to take you all the way to prosecution, they've got to send that sample out to an independent lab, and you know it costs a couple of $100 or better per test, and most of the time they come back, yep, it was hemp. But a lot of it's just plain bullshit. I wondered how they test this. Do they burn it? Does the computer... But I do see nowadays, on some of them, they say THCA and THC, period. So maybe they do, but it don't make no sense even if you look at it that way. You know, 78% or 27% THC, 18% THCA. It don't, unless you heat it up, it's this one, and once you heat it up, it's going to be that one. I mean, how do they... So, I haven't figured out that bullshit at all. Just like the names. You know, most dealers, when you walk up, they're like, what are you looking for? Oh, you got any of that Gorilla Glue? Yeah, man, that's what this is. And the next person comes up, you got any of that Sour Diesel? Out of the same batch, the same bin, the same door, and some bitch, yeah, man, yeah, Sour Diesel. I guarantee you. Most people don't pay no attention to what they're buying, none of that. But I guarantee you, man, that they're going to have whatever you're asking them for, usually, you know, on the street and whatnot. But I've never heard so many ridiculous names in my life, but it is what it is. I wish they'd quit messing with it. That's why I can't wait to get off the road, get some heirloom seeds best I can, and grow my own. I don't want it to seed the flower guaranteed in 90 days and all my seeds are guaranteed females and stuff. That tells me they're genetically modified. Nope. I want to do like in the old days. Get me some seeds that are not genetically modified, or as less as possible, and let them grow. I know how to keep the males away from the females or take the males away and whatnot. That's all you do. But you want at least one plant to get pollinated so you can have buds with seeds, and then you got your seeds for the next year. I think that's what happened to all the good bud back then. And I was guilty of it too. As soon as you seen that male plant, yank it up, throw it away. You don't want seeds in your pot. You want cents a million. That was a trick. Everybody cutting their own nuts off, getting rid of seeds. Because before, everybody had plenty of seeds every year. Because here and there, you had to look for cents a million back then. Where someone figured out keep the male away and the flower can't produce seeds. So everything's just a big old game and shit to our government and the people and whatnot. And to me, it's mind-blowing. But you know what? I was talking with Mary today. And we was looking back on some old videos. And one where I did a 15-minute video to Mr. Obama. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Mr. Bird. And that, we looked at the movie trailer talking about the march that I did in D.C. and this, that, and the other. Man, I'm looking so forward. So forward to doing another one. And I don't want to put a jinx or anything on it or whatnot, but tentatively right now, but anything can happen. Tentatively right now, I have a co-driver or a co-partner that wants to go on the journey. So we'll see how all that works out as it gets closer and closer. But you may see me hit the road with a co-partner in the fight for getting our cannabis prisoners out and everything. Johnny Shun, there you go. Say hi to Mr. Sean, yeah. Long time since you heard from him, I will. I forget. This one you don't have to push the button, this one you do. Oh, me and Mary both did a double hitter. Dang, that was good. Me, Will, I'm doing top diggity dog. I'm on top. I'm on top. Oh, I hear you. I see little things going up. I can't see what they are. Oh, Sean, you can ask people to do that. Oh, I see a smiley. I see a heart. Right on. Okay. Oh, thank you, whoever. Thank you. Yeah, it would be cool. But hey, I may be taking another partner on in the fight and all. They'd probably have their own social media and everything. And of course, unless these people are stopped or change their heart and have a come to Jesus moment, they're probably trying to attack her and all, which it just shows how bad and stupid they are, because she has nothing to do with nothing. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I've invited them here. But see, this year, none of the years that I went out did I try and build a YouTube following. And now that this 8-year bullshit Because he's right. It started 8 years ago at the healing fields and whatnot. But let's just go back 4 years. When I went off the road and deleted a lot of my friends and stuff because I just had it and I couldn't take it no more and everything. Not trying to say I told you so or brag on myself or nothing, but everything I've said is true. I honestly thought that it was him. And I thought he did more than he did do. But how did I know who did what until Bryson come forward? Now, Bryson says he didn't do the auction, and I believe that. I'm starting to believe that Scott himself didn't do it, but maybe his girlfriend or something did it. I still bet that he knows who did it, and it wasn't the bong father, because the bong father wasn't there back then. And when Scott Winslow Albert should have gotten out and said, wow, this is why he done this. This trucker got his jollies all pretending to be me. Wow, I understand whatnot. Maybe feel sorry about saying that stuff. Hell, he don't care what he said about me at the healing fields and what the vets had asked me to be their voice and stuff. No, I'd be proud to lie about that stuff. See, that's the thing, to keep up the lies. At least I come forward. If I'd known, just like the email, first thing I did today, Bryson called me last night. We were going to do a live in the middle of the night, so I did him today. Hey, I was wrong. The only perfect person they crucified, Jesus. So I'm human. But I did the right thing. I tried to apologize back when Bryson said he done everything, and I told him I don't believe that. But if the other guy didn't do things, okay, whatever. But I tried to apologize back then, because when he said he put the daughter or whatever, he did those. I tried to apologize to Scott back then. But see, he didn't want to think the healing fields and his phone calls and that mattered. And the right thing to do would have been to just back out. When Bryson come forward and said, yo, man, just like he did last night. The reason he did it last night was I kept saying that Scott Winslow sent me that email from the chief of police. I mean, come on now. You be me. And back then, and all this shit coming on, these different emails and whatnot. And you get one from one of the different emails, because the trucker tell you, he wasn't the only one. What he was doing, And when I got that email, I honestly thought that he sent that to Woody. And of course, the chief of police didn't discuss nothing with me. He was mad anyway and whatnot. But last night, when I found out that it was not Scott Winslow Albert, but Bryson, I immediately corrected today. But like I say, had he never knocked on my door, this could have never happened, period. Bryson couldn't have done what he did. And he became really, really, really the bad person when Bryson came out and said, hey, it was me, I done this, this, and this. He could have simply helped me prosecute Bryson and whatnot and accepted my apology for me thinking it was him and all. But no, he was going to make it a point and keep it on and become right like Steve, the head of this group and conspiracy from that point on to ruin my life. But hey, my battery just said that I got to get out of here, folks. Any last questions, comments, or concerns? Oh. Yeah, me and another person. Yeah. And the other person, they're a hoot. They're ex-carny. They're a hoot. I'd like it. But and if anybody's going to be able to put up with this old guy and travel in the motorhome, that stinky, smelly, shitty old shit bus like they call it and whatnot, it would be another carny, right? Hey, thank you, my brother Sean. Hey, thank y'all so much. I got to get out of here, though, because I got to save a little battery for Facebook and then have it charged tomorrow for when I get out and y'all can, I'll let you know I'm okay. No, 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 no. It's not the lady next door with the dog. No, no. I think you've seen her. That she goes by Smoking Fox. Remember my little joke where what about Mary? And I gave Mary a coconut. Yeah, that's not the lady with the little dog. That's Fran. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if she can get everything arranged and everything and things taken care of for her, whatnot, she wants to go there and back with me. So we'll see. That could happen. That might not happen. But it wouldn't surprise me if she did, because like I say, she's ex-carny and all. No, Fran is the one that has the little dog, the white dog Curly. Yeah. No, that's Fran. She lives here. Smoking Fox don't live here. Smoking Fox lives with her sister down the way. She's the one that has the cactus and does the, the cactuses and sells them and stuff. Totally different chick. So if you seen the one with the dog, it was Fran. If you've seen the one without the dog that we called Mary, what about Mary? That's Smoking Fox. Peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream. United we stand. And if we try, folks, we can all get along. My dogs, Jack and Lulu, love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. See you tonight.